slept in and woke up and saw that the raid group is meeting at South Park at 9:30 to fight Giratina, which I still don't have. So I hustled through my chores and I'm headed up there to raid with the Fuquay raid group, Miss Kelly and some of my other friends. It is cold out there today, very cold. 48. It's only 48 out there today. There goes Kelly. So I caught a second Giratina on Johnny's account, but not on mine. But that's good. We have 2 in the family now. And several of my friends up here offered if I really needed one. So that's cool too. Officer Gray Potato battled with us this morning. That's pretty cool. And Kelly traded me a shiny pincer. I didn't catch any. And she caught buku, like I think she said 20 between her 2 accounts. So that was very kind of her to trade with me. He's purple and he is cute. Don helped me set up the table we brought home from the school the other day on sawhorses downstairs. He hasn't had time to sand it or paint it because the temps have been too cold. But I was out of space upstairs and it's too cold up there to work today. So I've almost got things set up where Johnny and I can work with the robot and programming. Not quite. I kind of had to stop in the middle of fixing the last mission model. It's hard to stop in the middle of stuff, at least for me. But Johnny and I are in the car now, and I'm very upset about getting Ruby wet, but it's supposed to rain 2 to 3 inches by Wednesday morning here, and it's going to be raining all night tonight and all day tomorrow and into Wednesday morning, and so there was just no not getting her wet, basically. If I could have avoided a shower, I would have drove the van, but that wasn't going to work this time. So we're off to Johnny's yearly doctor's appointment. You know, that one we all have to go to once a year, and then we'll be back on the robots. At least it's warm in the lower part of the garage. Don's got the little space heater running for me. So back behind Johnny's doctor's office, the new Fuquay Varina library is well underway. And Johnny's 5'4" now. Yay! So someone parked really super close to Ruby while we were at the doctor's office. I guess a lot of people showed up when they opened up for lunch, and it kind of caught me off guard where I parked. Plus it was pouring down rain. But Dawn and I both really looked hard and we don't see any blemishes on the paint. So, phew. I'm trying to get this model put back together and installed over here. Johnny's eating some lunch, and then hopefully we can make some progress. It's a lot of work to get the table set up, and one of the things I've learned, this is the first year I've had 2 mats and 2 sets of mission models, and it's great if I have one at home to work, but what I've learned is I need to have both sets built when we're building them, not just the one set, because it took so much time to build them, and then my time would have been better spent working on some other things. First thought was to have the kids build the same model twice, but I learned a lot of stuff by building them and how they work and go together, so I actually think time would be better spent if they built one and then the next one they built was something else, so we could have more kids exposure to learning about building more of the mission models, so their understanding will be better. But I'm learning all the time, so we'll make improvements for next year, and that's all we can do. Run Zoller again. We decided for the missing S on my computer we use a Z instead, and all we're supposed to do here is push that thing out so that it's backward a little bit instead of upright, and that gets the points. 22 if I remember correctly, or was it 18? Something like that. Ruby's watching us do our Legos, but we've got to pack up now and get Johnny to Taekwondo class. He is trying though to build this forklift, which may or may not be useful, but it'll be fun to build and check out how it works anyway, and worth a shot for a couple of levers that we need to move. Right? Mm-hmm. It is 46 out. It's still raining pretty good, and it just, for humans, it's just miserable right now. I'm being a bad mama and I'm getting Chick-fil-A. I just haven't had time to think about cooking anything for the family. I've just been so busy today, and I might would have wanted a Chinese buffet or Chinese takeout actually, but then I'd have to get out of Ruby. It's almost 8:30 and Ruby's getting ready to start charging, but I'm headed in the house. I've had all the fun with Legos I can tolerate for one day. I think Johnny got the robot game where he can score enough points to be solid in the competition. It's not a winning score by any means, but it's also I worked really hard on this score and something he can be proud of. So worked out really well that we were off for Veterans Day today, so that we could, you know, try to get ahead a little bit or not be behind.